Hi, welcome to another week of yoga from Miss Betty's Day Camp. We've been talking about mindfulness a little bit, and this is going to be another session on mindfulness. Today, we're going to talk about mindfulness of our breath. So, we already talked about what mindfulness is, being focused on one thing at a time, and we practiced it using our senses of taste, smell, touch, sight, and hearing. And then we also did some mindful movement where we moved our breath and body at the same time. But before we get into our mindful breathing exercise, let's do a little bit of movement in our body to help us get settled. So just be in your nice comfortable seat here on the floor. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes and just check in. Notice how your body feels. Notice what your breath is doing. And notice what the mind is thinking about. Great work. You can open your eyes and just rest those hands back down on your legs. And again, just starting with some really simple, gentle movements to get that extra energy out and help us settle into our practice. So we're just going to start by looking up to the sky and then looking down to the ground. Up to the sky and down to the earth. Looking up and down. One more time, up and down. Good. You can look straight back at the screen. Now we're going to look side to side. So looking to one side and then the other. And just trying to move a little slower than normal, taking the head side to side. Helping to warm up your body before doing any other movement. One more time each side. And then back to center. Let's take our arms out long so our fingertips are touching the floor. We're going to sit up nice and tall, but stay firm down on the ground. Take a big breath in and lean to one side. And then breathe out, bring the hand down, big breath in, lean to the other side. Do this a few times. Breathe out, arm down, breathe in, reach up and over. Breathe out, arm down, breathe in, up and over. Breathe out, arm down, breathe in, reaching to the side. Last one. Breathe out, arm down, breathe in, up and over. Good. We're going to reach the arms out to the side now, and we're going to twist to one direction. Let the hand cross the body and find the leg. Reach your other hand back behind you. Sit up nice and tall, and see if you can take deep breaths in. So we'll do 3 big deep breaths in and out. 1, 2, 3. Nice work. Come back to center. Reach those arms out to the side. Twist to the one side. Bring your right hand onto the leg. Your other hand to the floor. Sit up nice and tall. 3 deep breaths. Breathe in. 1. 2. One more. And 3. Good. Come back to center. We're just going to uncross our legs and put our feet onto the ground with our knees bent. You're going to take your hands, place them behind you, but have your fingertips face your bottom. Press down through your feet, lift your hips, and then let the hips come down. We'll do that 2 more times. Press through the feet, lift the hips, and the hips come down. Last one, press through your feet, lift the hips, and then let the hips come down. Awesome. Come back to that nice cross-legged seat. But you know what? Bring your other foot in first this time. It might feel a little funny because it's probably not the way you normally sit, but that's okay. And now that we're back in that cross-legged seat, we're just going to walk our hands forward and fold over our legs. Let our head reach down toward the floor. Come back to those 3 big breaths we did in our twist. So breathing in for 1. Breathe in for 2. And breathe in for 3. Great work. Walk those hands back in. And we're going to sit up nice and tall in our seat again. So like I said, today we're going to do some mindful breathing. Mindful breathing is very helpful if you're feeling any sort of stress or anger or worry, frustration, or if you're having a hard time falling asleep because you're just not ready to go to bed, or you're thinking about the next day or something that happened that day. So the way we're going to do mindful breathing today is called square breath. So it's really simple. You can think of it as you breathe up one side of the square, you hold your breath for the top, breathe out to bring this line down, and then hold your breath for the bottom line to connect. So why don't you take your finger and we're just going to draw the square first. So I want you to draw the first line up. That's when you breathe in. Draw across, hold your breath there, draw the line down, breathing out, and then bottom line, hold your breath, and that closes the square. So let's go ahead and close the eyes, and can you just picture a square in your mind? And if tracing that square is helpful, you can come back and hold that finger there to trace like we did before, even though the eyes are closed. So I want you to think about that square, and we're going to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and hold for 4. So let's try it together. Breathe in, up the square, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4 across the square, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 4, down the square, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the square. Nice try. Let's do it again. Close the eyes. If you want to do that tracing, go ahead. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Out 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do it again. In and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and over. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and close. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do it 2 more times. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Just keep your eyes closed and breathe in and out just as it feels good. No more holding or counting. Bringing a hand to the heart, a hand to the belly for that check-in. Notice what you're thinking about. Notice how you're breathing. And notice how the body is feeling. Great work. Go ahead and open your eyes. So that's as simple as it is. Square breathing. Breathing in for 4, holding for 4, breathing out for 4, and holding for 4. It's a wonderful breathing strategy to calm yourself down. So let's do some poses. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. Spread those fingers nice and wide for our tabletop. The knees are a little bit apart. We're going to take cow and cat. So breathe in, let that belly come down toward the floor, look forward. And breathe out, press your back up to the sky, look at your belly button. Breathe in, belly button comes toward the floor, look forward. Breathe out, round your back, press it up to the sky, look at your belly button. We'll do one more. Breathe in, belly button comes down, look forward. And breathe out, back comes to the sky, and look at the belly button. Good. We're just going to come right back to our tabletop, and then we're just going to let our hips come side to side. You're kind of rocking on your knees, getting a little movement in them since we were sitting for a little bit. One more time, and then back to that tabletop. Good work. Walk your hands just a little bit forward toward the top of your mat. Spread those fingers nice and wide and press down nice and strong through your hands. Tuck your toes under and lift up your hips for downward facing dog. So really reach like you're in a deep, deep V here. Take a few deep breaths in, just stretching out a little bit. Taking one more big breath in and out here in your down dog. And then come way up onto your tippy toes in down dog and start to walk your feet all the way in toward your hands. Great work. We're going to hang heavy here. Grab our elbows. This is called a ragdoll. And you're just going to sway side to side. Wonderful. Let's find ourselves in stillness. Let go of our elbows and slowly roll all the way up to stand. Great work. We're going to take chair pose. So for chair pose, you're going to bring your feet together, squeeze your knees in toward each other, and sit back like you're in an imaginary chair. Take your arms out wide and then give yourself a hug. So we're going to hug ourselves here, one arm on top of the other. Take a couple deep breaths. One more. Good. Let your arms come down and straighten your legs. We're going to take our feet a little bit apart. You can stay as you are. I'm just going to face you for the next one. And we're just going to let our arms be real soft and go side to side. So our arms are going to kind of cross in front of our body. Just unwinding the shoulders. Just turning your body a little side to side. Great work. One more time. And then let your body slow down. So let's do that chair one more time. This time we're going to hug ourselves with the other arm on top. So think about what arm you crossed first. You're going to do the other one this time. So your feet come together, squeeze those legs in toward each other, bend your knees to sit in that imaginary chair, open those arms out wide, and then give yourself another hug. You deserve it. And let that other arm be on top. So as you're sitting here, take some deep breaths. Last breath in and out. Good work. Straighten those legs. Let the arms come down. Again, one more time. The feet come apart a little bit. And we do that side to side where the arms just get really heavy and kind of go across our body in front and back. Just let the arms sway. Good. One more time. Awesome. Slowing it down. And then coming just to stand. We're going to find our mountain pose. So standing at the top of the mat, the feet are hip distance, the palms face forward, and you're nice and tall and strong. Take a big breath in and reach those arms all the way up to the sky. And then breathe out and reach those hands all the way down to the earth. Good. Can you get those hands all the way down on the floor? You can bend your knees. Step your left foot back and bring your left knee down. We're going to keep our left hand down and twist to the right. So really reach that right arm up to the sky. You can look up at the sky or you can keep looking at the screen. But take a couple deep breaths. Good work. Bring that right hand down. And we're going to step that left foot forward. We're going to come to flat back. So we lift up our body halfway and rest our hands on our shins right below our knees and look straight down at the floor. Go ahead and take those hands back down to the floor. And then step your right foot back. Bring your right knee down. And we're going to twist on this side too. So the right hand stays down on the floor. Twist toward that left leg and reach the left arm up. And again, just take a few deep breaths here. In and out. Nice work. Let that left hand come down. We're going to step that back foot forward, come up to that flat back or halfway lift. Reach down for those toes or the floor, and then rise all the way back up to stand. Reach the arms to the sky, and then let the arms come down by your sides for mountain pose again. We're going to take warrior two. So start by turning on your mat and taking your feet nice and wide. Turn your right toes toward the edge of the mat. Bend that right knee and open your arms wide over your legs. You're going to gaze or look over your right hand. And see if you can relax your shoulders and find your deep breath in and out for this strong warrior pose. Nice job. Let your arms come down. Straighten your leg and turn your toes back in. Now we're going to spin our heels in toward our body for goddess. So our toes are facing the corner edges of the mat. We bend our knees so we're sinking down. This kind of reminds me of a sumo wrestler pose. And then take your arms out wide and bend your elbows. We're going to take our left elbow down toward our hip and reach our right arm up to the sky. For 3, 2, 1. Good. Come back to goddess. Cactus arms. Straighten your legs. Let your arms come down. Take those feet back so that the toes face forward. And then turn your left toes to the top of the mat for warrior two. Bend the left knee, arms wide, and look over those left fingers. Nice and relaxed. Find some deep breath. Good. Let those arms come down, legs straighten. Taking goddess one more time, turn all 10 toes forward, and then spin your heels in so the toes face the corner of the mat. Bend the knees. So you're sinking down. Arms come out wide and elbows bend so you're like a cactus or a field goal. This time we bring the right elbow toward our right hip and then reach that left arm up toward the sky. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Back to goddess with cactus arms. Press through the feet, straighten the legs, the arms come down. We're just going to walk our feet in toward each other. Oops, heel toeing or stepping in. And then come back to stand at the top of the mat. Take a moment in this mountain pose. So again, mountain pose is our strong, steady pose. So we really press our feet down into the floor. We stand up tall and proud, and the arms face forward. Take a big breath in. Reach the arms up to the sky. Breathe out. Swoop down. Let those hands come toward the toes. Breathe in. Take that halfway lift. Hands to the shins. Breathe out. Fold here. Put your hands on the ground and step your feet back like you're going to do a push-up for plank. Bring your knees down to the mat and then lower your belly all the way down. So the next pose we're going to do is called Sphinx. So we're going to lift up our head and chest, and we're going to bring our elbows under our shoulders. So you can see that my shoulder's here and my elbows right underneath of it. And it's the same on the other side. So as we do this, we're going to press our legs down into the mat, and we're going to press our arms down into the mat and look straight forward. And take 3 big deep breaths here. One more. Good work. You can bring your whole body down and then place your hands under your shoulders. Press up to that tabletop. Bring your big toes together, take your knees wide, and then walk your hips all the way back to a child's pose. But before you rest your head down, we're going to reach our arms out in front and bring our hands together. And we're going to give ourselves a shark fin. So you're going to have your hands close together like a fin, and then you're going to rest your head down and bring that fin onto your head. And then take a couple deep breaths. Good work. Let that fin come back down. And then bring your hands back under your shoulders and lift up your chest. Let's bring our knees together, and we're going to come all the way down onto our back. So you want to be right in about the center of the mat so your legs can be stretched out long. And then we're going to bring ourselves down. If you're someone with a ponytail, make sure that you can move it enough that your head is nice and flat on the mat. So with our legs long down on the mat, we'll pull one knee in toward the chest. And then wrap your hands behind that leg. Just holding it here for a moment. And then go ahead and straighten that leg up so you could reach the sky with your foot. And just take one big breath in and out here. And then let that knee bend again. And we'll twist. So we're going to let go of that leg and twist so that the leg comes across the body and finds the ground on the other side. And then you can reach the arms out to the side if that feels good for you. And we'll take 3 big breaths, really nice, long in and out. Slowly come all the way back onto your back and make both legs long on the mat. Let's draw that other knee in toward the chest. The hand comes behind the leg. Take a few breaths here. And then reach that left foot up toward the sky as close as it'll go. And then bend that knee again. You can let go of the leg. The arms can come out to the side and then twist, bringing that leg across your body all the way to the ground. And then pull yourself onto your back. Let both legs come down on the mat. Your arms come down by your side and take up lots of room on your mat to let yourself just be relaxed. We call this Shavasana. And before we just come into our relaxation of silence, we'll take that square breath a few more times. So just start by picturing that square in your mind. Taking a moment to see it. We'll take 2 rounds of square breathing before we settle into stillness and silence. Breathe in and up the square for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold across the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out and down the square for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath to close the square. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. In and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold across the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out and down the side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold to close. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just let your breath flow naturally in and out as you lay for a few moments of silence and stillness. And just start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, gently waking up your body. Then you can bend your knees and put your feet on the mat and slowly roll onto your side. Press yourself up to your seat. Close your eyes. Bring your hands together at your heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today's practice, learning a little bit more about mindfulness and controlling the breath.